Zach, a 26-year-old tech executive who currently resides in Austin, Texas, first met the women at the Bachelor mansion in Los Angeles. His dates in California included visiting his childhood home with Christina Mandrell, skydiving with Ali Jacobs, and staying overnight at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles with Katie Bigger. Zach and the women then traveled to the Bahamas, where he went sailing and snorkeling with Kat Izzo and ATV riding with Brooklyn Willie. The Bachelor's Zach Shawcross tested positive for COVID-19 in London after a romantic one-on-one date with Gabby Elnicki, during which they received the royal treatment. He and the women then went to Tallinn, Estonia, where he went on a horse-drawn carriage ride with Charity Lawson and spent another day at a nude sauna retreat with Ariel Frankel. Zach also participated in many group dates in these places, where he and the women explored while getting to know each other better. As Zach's season enters its final weeks, he and the remaining women still have hometown dates and fantasy suite dates to look forward to. 6. Zach Shawcross. The women traveled to Budapest, Hungary according to Reality Steve. After Estonia, Zach and the final 7 women, Katie, Gabby, Ariel, Charity, Brooklyn, Kat, and Greer Blitzer, traveled to Budapest, Hungary. During their time there, Zach went on 2 one-on-one dates. The first one went to Katie, who received the date rose. They went to Fisherman's Bastion, one of the best-known monuments in Budapest. Zach took Brooklyn on the second one-on-one date, but Reality Steve revealed that he sent her home before the date was over. No further details were provided about why he chose to do this. Kat and Greer were also eliminated in Hungary, which means Katie, Gabby, Ariel, and Charity received the hometown dates. 5. Zach Shawcross. Gabby Elnicki had a hometown date in Vermont. Zach and Gabby, a 25-year-old senior account executive, spent their first hometown date in Vermont. Gabby is from Pittsford, Vermont, and even shared some of the region's maple syrup with Zach on premiere night. Their date took place on October 31, 2022, and Reality Steve did not reveal if the date was Halloween-themed. Gabby and Zach have developed a very strong connection after a slow start, so it will be interesting to see him interact with her and her family on this date. 4. Zach Shawcross. Ariel Frankel traveled to New York City for the second hometown date. Zach and Ariel, a 28-year-old marketing executive, went to New York City. The date happened on November 2, 2022. They explored Manhattan, including Washington Square Park. Zach and Ariel were also spotted at Sarge's Deli Diner in Murray Hill. The Bachelor Season 27 contestant Ariel has always been one of the more mature contestants, and her emotional connection with Zach is undeniable. 3. Zach Shawcross. Charity Lawson spent time in Columbus, Georgia. Zach and Charity, a 27-year-old family therapist, went to her hometown of Columbus, Georgia for the third hometown date. The date occurred on November 4, 2022. Although Zach and Charity have shared a strong connection so far this season, he eliminated her at the rose ceremony. This means that she did not make it to the final 3. Charity and Zach have had an easy relationship since day one, so it will be heartbreaking to find out what went wrong between the two of them that caused him to eliminate her so close to the end of the season. 2. Zach Shawcross. Katie Bigger went home to Austin, Texas for the final hometown date. Zach and Katie, a 28-year-old travel nurse, went to his home in Austin, Texas. Katie is originally from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, but she now lives in the same city as Zach, who grew up in Anaheim Hills, California. While in Austin, Zach and Katie were seen in the South Congress area. Katie has had one of the strongest connections with Zach since the very beginning and is the only one who already stayed overnight with him. She was also the one woman who brought a basket of goodies to his hotel room when he was sick with COVID-19, which meant a lot to Zach. One Zach Shallcross ends his journey in Krabi, Thailand. Zach spends his overnight fantasy suite dates with the final 3 women, Katie, Gabby, and Ariel, in Krabi, Thailand. Ariel was eliminated at the overnight date rose ceremony, leaving Gabby and Katie as Zach's final 2. Although the Instagram account Bachelor Whatever had reported early in the season that Zach proposed to Gabby, Reality Steve believes they have it wrong. According to his sources, Zach and Katie are engaged. Reality Steve said that he trusts his sources, and it is now up to the public to decide whom to believe. Both Gabby and Katie have incredible relationships with Zach and have gotten very close to him in such a short amount of time. The Bachelor Season 27 has been a wild ride with many twists and turns. From shocking eliminations to COVID-19, the season has had many unexpected moments. No matter where in the world Zach's journey takes him, the hope is that he found his best friend and the person with whom he will spend the rest of his life. Whether he chose Gabby or Katie, Zach found a wonderful partner. He traveled all around the globe to find love, and hopefully, he's engaged. Zach had said before his season that his experience was more about romance than drama, and he delivered on that promise with a love story that grew in many different places. The Bachelor airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. Sources: Reality Steve, Reality Steve, Twitter, Reality Steve, Twitter, Reality Steve, Twitter, Bachelor Whatever, Instagram.